to see you.
Good to see you.
We've seen kind of recently, the past couple of games, you kind of shifting the formation to more of a 4-1. Is that maybe an attempt to see like three center mids in the midfield and kind of the transition moments, offense, defense, or any insight on that?
Yeah, it's a really good question. We decided the last couple of games in different formations in our build-up. Last game against Minnesota, it was then with three central midfield players. The main principle is in our idea to have an overload situation in the center, of course, but it's always changed our structure in our build-up. We have then sometimes four players in the center, depends how many center backs we use for our first line, for our build-up. But it's not the reason only for transitions. It's more than, especially against Minnesota, we expected an opponent which stays very deep. And then we decided then in that formation, and what I can say on Saturday, it will be completely a different game against San Jose. They are playing with high intensity. They press in a high formation. They are playing with three center backs. So we have to find a very, very good solution with the ball and against the ball against San Jose.
Next we go to Mark.
Hey, Coach.
Hello, Mark.
San Jose's attack is the best in the league. They've not only are leading, I believe, in goals, they're also creating at a very impressive clip. Talk to us about your defensive thoughts on how to slow an attack like that down.
Yeah, we analyzed the same. So they are very, very good in their offensive line. They are very aggressive in their defense behavior. So I expect a very intensive game on Saturday. And we have to defend very well all together, and especially in small details to defend very well against the strikers, against the wingers, against the wing backs with their runs. So it's a really good team, really good team. Clear identity of the head coach. What we analyzed, and we have to be ready from our energy level. We have to be ready from our intensity. And then, of course, when we have the space, when we solve one-against-one situation, then to create our moments.
Next, we go to Gary.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon, Gary.
Just wanted to see if you have any updates on Lewis Morgan and, of course, Daniel Edelman's status for this game. If not, if they're going to be available.
Daniel Edelman is available, so he's back in our training, and Lewis Morgan. He will be out for 8 weeks, so that means he's then available, I would say, end of August. That is right now the timeline.
Next we go to Dan.
And good afternoon, and Sandro, hope you're well. Just to talk about the decision from the league that was handed down to you, are you relieved that it's only a fine and just being suspended for this game against San Jose? And secondly, even though you won't be on the touchline, still, what's it like to challenge against a manager in the stature of Bruce Arena, who has been such a historical and successful manager, winning multiple championships, leading the U.S. men's national team to a quarterfinal in the 2002 World Cup?
Yeah, it's a great head coach. I met him in our preseason in California, and we had also together one video meeting with the league, with the MLS week, with our committees from the coaches, and so is a great coach with a lot of great experience, and what I mentioned at the beginning, so with a clear identity, with a clear philosophy, how he wants to play with his team, and now I'm out for one game again. Of course, it's not the best. To be honest, it's not the best that I'm not able to fight together with the team on the field, me on the touchline, the whole field, to push the guys. It's not the best, but we know we have a really good coaching staff. So I'm pretty sure they will also doing a great job on Saturday in San Jose. And now I got this one game. That's okay. I analyzed as well the situation, not only what happened from the tactical point with our players. I analyzed as well my behavior, and it was very emotional, especially the first 15-20 meters when I was running, but I said no bad words. That's clear, and this is sometimes my character. This is my emotions, and of course it's not the best that I'm out for Saturday, but it's also, I can't say today that will never happen again, because I know my character, I know me, but of course I have to improve that as well.
Go back to Eric.
We saw Roll Mitchell back with
Yeah.
Red Bull 2. Can you just talk about his recovery, him being back playing soccer now?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I watched I was on Sunday there, and I watched the game against Cincinnati too. And it's good that he's now back and he's coming now in the rhythm. I had a short conversation today after our training session, so it's important for him to come in the rhythm. It's difficult to come in the rhythm now with all our training session, because we will have a lot of games now. We start on Saturday, then we have the Philly week, Wednesday, Saturday. So it's good now, but it's very important and to come in the rhythm. First of all, with the second team in that training session, and then we believe in his potential, we believe in his quality, but the main part is he has to stay healthy.
And was that rhythm you speak of part of why we saw maybe a few more first team players come down to Red Bull 2 this past weekend?
Yeah, that was it was our idea to bring these guys in game minutes, to bring these guys in the rhythm, because that is the last time now in our regular week. So we decided then to bring Julian Hall, then Victor, Dennis Kienga to bring in, and of course now next week the next weekend it's not possible, because now we are playing then also on Wednesday, and this was the reason that some guys played for the second team.
Next we go to Gary.
Hey, Coach, speaking of Philadelphia, naturally the U.S. Open Cup game is sandwiched in between you and, of course, the Union once again. Thinking of which, of course, is which more of an importance with in regards to squad rotation. Is it the Union, or naturally your main focus with San Jose this Saturday?
Gary, you know me now. The main focus, I understand your question as well, but the main focus, all our preparation is for Saturday. Of course, we know the schedule for Wednesday, but it's not that we have now a starting lineup for Wednesday, Philly game in our US Open Cup, and then to think backwards about, okay, now then could be the starting lineup for San Jose. No, it's a different way. We are only thinking about the starting lineup against San Jose. Of course, we know on Wednesday, the next important game, but main focus, main concentration is for Saturday.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions with Coach. First we'll go to Christian, and then we'll finish up with Eric in the room. Christian, you have the floor.
Hi, good afternoon, Coach. Best of luck for this weekend. I wanted to ask you on Marcelo Morales. I don't know if it has been asked already, but just his status. When can we possibly see him playing for the first team? And yeah, Jen, I think that's fine. Oh, sorry. Now one more question. I'm sorry.
No, let me first of all answer this the first question, because then I forgot the first question. So.
Sorry.
So Marcelo Morales is clear. So he was injured, and he needs game minutes. He needs to come in the rhythm, and also to adapt our intensity, and that's important, and that's really important how we want to play and to become in a really good physical spot. And this is for him as well important individual. So then for him sometimes it makes more sense, to be honest, that he gets game minutes, and not only to have a load in our training session when we are playing on Saturday, then the highest load is not on Friday, because we have to look for our game, and then it's for him. This is for him individual to become in a better physical spot to get minutes, and he has the quality, he has everything, but we have to improve his physical spot, which is very important for us.
And my second part
Yeah,
was just
that's good.
if you
No.
can comment on Tal Duncan.
Yeah.
Because he had a great performance last game. Just what have you seen in his development since coming back from injury?
Kyle Duncan is very simple to explain. Him with his quality, with his profile, is for me, he has everything. He has everything. So as a defender, he's strong. He can be strong in 1-against-1 situation. He's very fast. He can run forward. So also a lot of good deep runs, then crosses. But the main point is every time to play simple, to keep it simple. So you have, when you have the ball, play like a defender, and then he has a quality. And I said this sometimes to our defenders. When you have the ball in build-up or in our transitions, always to play like a defender, then it's good. But not to think when you have the ball, then to play like a number 10. And this is for me. And when Kyle Duncan is doing that, is top quality in this league. And we have seen this the last couple of weeks after his long-term injury.
And finish up with Eric.
Obviously, your center mid depth has taken a hit with Felipe going back
Yeah.
to his parent club. Can you talk about, do you expect to kind of backfill that position at some point? Or obviously there's a period between the window opening. I know you don't like to answer questions about
No,
the
it's okay.
window.
It's also your job to ask
Yeah.
that. I can understand. I have the respect for that.
First, do you expect the backfill? Second, do you expect maybe some of the players, Aiden Jarvis, Audrey, have looked really sharp at RB2, stepping up in this fixture congestion you have now between when the window even opens and you can get a player in?
Yeah, of course, this is the responsibility, first of all, to look for the next step. And it's not only Jarvis, it's not only Adri, but I agree with they are our academy players, and of course we are looking for their individual development as well. And it's important to work hard in each training session in the second team or in our first team, and then to look for the performance, the main part, the performance in the second team. But on the other side, of course, we have also to look what can we do with a new guy, another profile maybe a little bit on our position, on our 6-8 position. So that is always what we have to check. But it doesn't mean when no one is coming that we then think, okay, now we lost a lot of quality, because then we believe always in our guys from the second team, from the first team. And on the other side, when someone is coming, that means, okay, then we have always to improve the roster, and then we also believe in our guys individual. And it's also the next step for Danny Edelman, the next step for Peter Stroud, Ronnie Donkor. And when you have the competition on each position, is good. It's good also for development for the players.
Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.